This week we're going to Africa. I can remember my first trip to Africa way back when I was a young man hunting with archery. I had the opportunity to see whether we could open up the sport of hunting with archery equipment. 7 species went down. That was a long time ago. But this week, my friends, we're hunting something called Black Death, the Cape buffalo and the elephant, the largest of all game animals. It's an exciting adventure, folks. Don't go away.
Victor Chevrolet, Bass Pro Shops, and Alamocitos Ranch present Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures. Seven continents, 80 species, a 5-year quest in the making. High adventure, dangerous game, real-world training tips. This is Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures.
I would never tell anybody to come over and do the big 5 right off the bat. I tell them to come over, enjoy Africa, shoot some plains game. It doesn't have to be the biggest and baddest, plains game out there. You can shoot a, kudu, what they call the gray ghost. I mean, that's something that's like our elk. You can drop down into a zebra, an impala, but just come over and enjoy Africa. Like I said before, I don't think there's any whitetail hunter that sits in a tree stand. If he had the opportunity and somebody says, it's not going to cost you a penny, would you go to Africa? And, well, sure they are. And so right now it's affordable. They can save, and they can, what it costs you to go on a good quality elk hunt, you can come to Africa and you hunt several species, and at the same time take in all of Africa. Boy, they're big, tall things, aren't they? Just eating off them. It'd be quite a sight, wouldn't it? Be sitting there in a tree stand and have one of them giraffes come up and look at you. A couple bucks. Yeah, they're just little ones. There's a buck right there. And a little one. Another buck. Got some does coming. Better get ready. They look like they could come to the water hole.
Bob Folkrod, this is getting way too routine for me, shaking your hand underneath this tower.
These impala came in, does came in, they got the rake in their antlers, grunt all over the place. They ran this way, they went almost out of sight, and then they came back again. Started to come in, it was like putting pressure on the string. Off again. Finally, we got one coming in on this side. I go, geez, too much brush on this side. And then, whoop, these pop out. Oh, the second one comes in straight out. Turn sideways, whack.
And you did it again.
Yes, yes, he ran about 80 yards out. He went into them bushes out, we got it marked. From up there, we didn't get down,
Yeah.
you know, and I know he's laying right there.
Well, you're way too excited for an old man.
He didn't come out of those trees, I know that.
No, you said he went down around that clump. There he is now.
How about that?
That looks like a nice ram. He held up right here in the mapani trees. Beautiful ram, beautiful ram. You see he's been fighting, look at the edge of his horns there where the tips are frayed.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this is the most common species we hunt. It's probably the most common antelope that people hunt in Africa because the meat quality exceeds whitetail. You may not believe it. And they're just beautiful animals. They're about the size of a Texas whitetail. You know, you see this one has a deep horn that curls up. This is a nice 20-inch ram with good bases. He's really an excellent impala.
Well, I've had a fantastic time. I'll tell you what, Ken,
It's been an excellent time having you here.
Let's get him in the skinning shed.
Yeah, we don't have far to take him.
Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Vortex and Buck Fever Synthetics.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. To help keep you on the road, the Chevy Certified Service Experts are here and ready to help if you require parts, maintenance, or repairs. You can even schedule your service appointments online. It's just our way of doing our part.
Yeah, Bob, well, we've got this opportunity, we've got a nice skull here. There's a few things I just want to explain to you. If you try and use your eyes as a guideline, if his head's that high and you shoot him, say, between the eyes, all you're going to do is go through this solid bone here and then through all the sponge. Inside here is just, it's like a whole sponge, and you're not going to do anything to him. You won't even stun him if you hit him that high. Okay, this is where the tusks go in here. This is the top of the tusks. If I broke this piece off here, you'll be able to see the top of the tusk.
Okay.
So the tusks come right in there. You know, so if you hit there, you're going to hit one of the tusks.
Right.
So you need to keep very central, especially on a frontal brain. You need to keep very central on the head. But when you see the elephant alive, you'll see what I mean with the ear holes. The ear holes do stick out. You know, they definitely stand out. Once you see it the first time, you'll know what I'm meaning. And then just keep that line.
Okay, so where would you hit him? Facing here right now, then.
Like that. So then you're going to be hitting
right here.
Yeah,
then.
like in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember this? This is the most solid bone. This one and this one. Those are the two big ones. But 375 will go straight through that. And then the side brain, okay, so his head's in that position. Like we were talking earlier, a perfect brain shot, perfect side brain would probably be about that far in front of the ear hole.
Okay.
Like in there. But like I said to you, use the ear hole as a guideline. It's a perfect target. Take that target and use it, and just put him straight in there.
Put the shot in the ear hole.
And he's not going anywhere.
An elephant, I mean, when it was right into the heart of the things, I mean, when we were there, we could hear him breaking branches, you know. And it's hard to explain how you feel inside because, again, you're excited and you have a lot of anticipation inside, and something just keeps pushing you forward. You know there's danger involved, and we're following the tracks. The trackers are onto them, and you're getting closer and closer because you can hear them. And it's like hunting turkeys. You know where they are, and we're putting on a stalk, and all of a sudden, there he was. He appeared, and it was just magnificent. I mean, he was just huge, just like you expected him, and you know you're going to get close to this animal, and to make a right shot, and we keep going and going, and I mean, now he's like, 40 yards, and now he's like 30 yards, and we're right amongst them. We got one to our right, we got one to our left, and we're glassing them. And then all of a sudden, one looks like he's gonna come at you, so we back off a little bit, and we discuss which one we're gonna shoot, and then we're right back in on top of him again. And it's just like, even though Spike was there with a backup and Charlie's there with a backup, it's just like, really, it's just like you're there by yourself, and you know you have to make this right. And you move in, and you're waiting for everything, because it's different than hunting by yourself. You got this camera running over your shoulder, so for the first time, you're hunting one of the largest, biggest creatures on Earth, and you're really trying to do it right because you want it on the show. You're waiting for Dustin to say yes. You're waiting for the PH to say yes. But when it happened, it all happened at once. The opportunity came, I dropped on a knee, the scope settled, and I remember myself saying, breathe and do it right.
Back off, sorry.
When the sound of it went off, I watched him fall in the scope, and it was great. It was like nothing you ever shot.
Come up here. He's done.
Oh, what a rush!
Hold on, Mohammed.
I'm telling you what.
Perfect shot.
Right in on top of him. Right on top of him. I mean, we were right there, and that one turned around and looked at us, and we had to back off.
We kept on having to go in and out.
Yes,
and
yes.
In and out.
And then I could see the shot happen. You said, come on. I could see the whole head.
As we were there, the last time I pulled you out, that big bull turned and took a few steps towards us, and I was scared that he was going to spook, and then this boy was going to go.
Oh, yeah.
And so we backed out, and he came across, and we went straight back in there, and you did a perfect brain shot.
I watched him. I just boom, boom. What a rush, man. What a rush.
What a nice way to shoot an elephant.
Yes.
No suffering.
No.
Beautiful animals.
Down and out, just like that.
Yeah.
Right there, 20, 30 yards.
No lights.
Oh, less than that. I think the shot was like 15 yards. Unbelievable. That was something. I know some other folks that want to see this, man. Let's get them.
Let's go and get them.
Well, I'm a very fortunate individual that gets the chance to hunt all over the world, and I take an opportunity to go hunting anything that I have a license to hunt. And I figure that's up to the state or provinces, and in this case Africa, to be able to tell me whether I can hunt an elephant or not. So do I feel bad about that? No. I had an opportunity to hunt an elephant, and the elephant itself is a true success story. And anybody, or hunting in general, through the conservation efforts of man and what we've done for deer and turkey and elk, in the States, and then what they've done for elephant. I mean, it's a great feeling. Anybody who wants to listen can't really argue with success. Elephant, we're not poachers, we're hunters. And I had the opportunity to come and hunt an elephant, and when I was 12 to 16, 18, and maybe 21, I never dreamed of coming over to Africa and hunting an elephant. I dreamed about it, but I never thought it would come true. So the elephant itself is a true success story, just like elk and deer and everything else.
Transportation for all of Bob Volkrod's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
As the sum of each generation before it, the next generation Corvette stands alone as the new standard of precision and performance, of engineering and technology, of everything that makes an icon, and a Corvette, a Corvette.
Although Bob completed his obsession quest taking over 80 animals with a rifle, his first love has always been bow hunting. He's teamed up with longtime friend and archery coach Mike Price to help make you a better bow shot.
This week we're going to talk about equipment choices. We're going to talk about your arrow rest. The most friendly, forgiving rest that we have today is a drop-away rest, all right? And one of the reasons it is that when I load it in the tree stand, now I can move all over the place and that arrow's going to stay in there. I can still hunt with it. I can tree stand hunt with it. It's not going to go anywhere. The good thing about this rest is that if I come to full draw and I let down, because I don't want to shoot that animal, if I let down, it stays up. But when I go to shoot the animal, if I shoot the animal, it drops right out of the way. So the whole deal is that once that drops out of the way, now with the string stop, the arrow comes off approximately right here every time. Now there's nothing that's going to make contact with that arrow to deter it from where I want it to go. I want it to go right where I'm aiming. So we worked for years and years to get total clearance on our rests, or to get as much as we could so the arrow would come out of the bow straight and clean. Now with a drop away rest, I can shoot a full helical feather, get full clearance. I can shoot a full helical vein. I can shoot any combination I want and get full clearance out of my bow. So when this thing leaves that string and that rest is out of the way, there's nothing to get in the way of the arrow going where you want it. This should help you with making a good rest choice.
And the trackers keep going after them and after them. We push in and you're really tensed up as you're after something that can actually run over you and kill you any second. So we got several people on this whole trip, and we probably sound like a herd of elephants trying to get through the woods, but we only bumped them once, and then we had some luck. There was a little indentation in the ground, and we came up onto them. Spike was able to get up close enough where we could look at him, and I was right back of him, and I used the binoculars, and we glassed and glassed, and there was nothing there that we wanted.
Oh, those boys here were pretty close, eh? We nearly got a chance there. Pity there wasn't a nice bull in there.
That female was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was very wide. There were two bulls there that, one of them, I never saw his width, but he was still very, very soft. It was nice to get them in the chest there. It's pretty tough, eh? That wind is just swirling and swirling. I think what we'll do now, we'll just head back to the truck, and maybe we'll catch that other herd we saw this morning.
Okay.
We'll just, hopefully they'll go and lie down. We'll just try them for a while. Then we'll probably have something to eat, and then we'll head down to the river. We might catch some bulls coming down to the river this evening.
They come out to drink, or do they just feed along the river?
No, they go, like the stuff we've just been in the heat of the day, they go in there. And then they come out to feed and to drink in the evenings into the more open area, something like this.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This was a perfect setup right here. We had it, right?
Yeah.
Well, good deal.
Okay, well, let's go and see how it goes.
Transportation for all of Bob Volkrod's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com. This segment has been brought to you by the Victor Chevrolet Deal of the Week. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
see them there?
There's a bunch of them there.
Yeah, there is. Looks like they're moving up the river there.
Look at that one. He's got mud all over him, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's a couple of bulls in there. They're moving across. They look like they want to come across. Let's just watch them for a little bit. And I definitely want to get a better look at them. Let's just walk up the river and hopefully they'll come across.
Big buffalo. Big buffalo. It was getting toward dark. We was dropping into the riverbed, and Dustin actually spotted some on the other side, and bingo, there they were. And there was a whole herd of them, and it was the first time you could know nothing in the way, so you really got a good chance to look at Cape Buffalo.
Yeah, no, he's still there. I'm just hoping those bulls are going to come across. They're not part of that herd of cows. I just want to watch a bit more. Okay, I just want to see what these other bulls are going to do. And this herd still hasn't finished coming across. Alright, this bull's getting closer now.
Some were mud, some were small, and it was pretty obvious once they told you which one's the big one and which one the small one, which one you wanted. Luck would have it, there was a couple over there.
There's one. You see there's two that are covered in mud.
Yes.
One's got a broken horn. The other one hasn't. He's not bad. Then there's one that's lagging right at the back of the group, and he also looks quite nice. Ja, men alltså, jag är väl nog mer att locka till någon gång. Ja, så någon, så jag kan vara
And it was just like he had on a fish line, like we were meant to take this Cape Buffalo. And all of a sudden he starts coming at us. And he doesn't have a clue we're there. And he just keeps walking and walking. And
let's just wait a little bit.
Spike keeps looking at him and says, that's a good one right there. You know, take your time and make a good shot.
You got excellent footage. It's coming. Let's just get ready here. Right to that grass right there. Just as all honestly. Just wait a little bit, I want to have a better look at it.
He's coming closer, coming closer.
You ready? Okay, it's a good one. Take him now. Try him again. Hit him again.
He started back across again, and I hit him again. It was just like one of them carnival toys there, and then he set back across again. And
wait for him. Try and get him one on the shoulder. Nice shot, Bubba. Can you believe that?
I hit him again, and then he got in the grass. And then it was tense because we didn't hear the death moaning. It was right on pins and needles, walking through that tall grass. Would he come for you or would he be dead? Well,
he should be just behind you. Okay, there he is there. Come this side a little bit.
Fortunately, he was dead and we made a good shot.
Okay, just hang back, hang back.
And had a chance to put my hands on a Cape buffalo.
Oh, look at the size of that animal.
Yeah, look at these bosses.
I'll tell you what, that was scenic. Coming across
Very
the
nice
like that was fantastic.
We couldn't ask for anything better.
Buffalo too.
Pretty strong animals, eh? He went a fair ways, but a perfect shot.
Oh,
and he
we
was
couldn't
done.
ask for more than that.
Couldn't ask for more.
All right.
After your successful hunt of a lifetime, contact Wes Good at CanadiStudio.com for the finest taxidermy in the business.
For advertising opportunities with Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures, please contact Bob at bgfolkrod@gmail.com.